Welcome to episode 20 of City Skylines, another milestone hit. This may be one of the last episodes in the series as interest is waning and, in all honesty, I'm running out of cities to feature. But I hope you'll enjoy this one. In this episode, we'll be looking at Asian architecture and Asian themed builds. The first of many forays into Japan on this list with Infrastructurist. We get to see a snapshot of a large, industrial Japanese city by the river. While this may be at odds with the neon and chrome Japan that we often see in film, this built-up grey and beige metropolis is more like the real Japan. The Thai city of Kebi by Palm's Time is a true feast for the eyes. Out of every nature-heavy city I've featured on the list in the last 19 episodes, I must say I feel Kebi is my favourite. It's absolutely stunning and feels extremely detailed despite the small amount of actual city. The delicate balance of forests, residential areas and aquatics is just perfect. Something a little seedier now as we look at the fantastic Katak Island, but instead of seeing temples or sprawling rice fields, we instead look at the red light district. While not very vibrant in comparison to some of the other clips featured, it is extremely full of life as we see people going about their lives in the dead of night. From as far away from nature as we can get in the last entry, to a shot of pure natural beauty in Atta's Japanese gardens. Not much to say for this one, I'll just let the colours speak for themselves. The Asian theme really does lend itself to just wonderful creations showing off natural beauty and historical temples. Skibith's Asian temple is just another example of the beauty that this game possesses. One of the best things about City Skylines is being able to visit places you'd never get the chance to without having to shell out thousands to do so. Gilbert Plays gives us a faithful recreation of a Vietnamese town in Hue City. A stunning, high-rise industrial city surrounded by mountains and set in the dead of winter. Fluxtrance has put an incredible level of detail into the city, which you can see from his creation series, in which not a single item is placed without thought put into why it should be where it is. Joseph Crow is no stranger to this list, famed for his absolutely mammoth builds of excruciating detail and flawless execution, but also for being still relatively under the radar, despite the quality of his work. Okuni is no different. This creation focuses on the countryside of an East Asian country. We can see a gigantic statue of the Buddha atop a mountain overlooking rice fields. Another older style build now, as Yutho focuses on the Japanese city of Osaka's natural side. We see sprawling fields of cherry blossom situated by the river, and behind that a beautiful, faithfully recreated Japanese temple. There's only a handful of creators talented enough to make an ancient build work and crazy enough to attempt it. Adonis has created an ancient Chinese city with all of the old wooden architecture you'd expect to find. This build is utterly mesmerizing, with vibrant colours that really pop. The pagodas in the city are a highlight feature that's clearly been heavily researched to recreate with authenticity.